Hello and welcome back to Hardworking Man. I did something I said I'd never do, but what is it? First off, I said no more projects, and I picked up another project, but I don't feel like I'm in the wrong because I got rid of a project. What did I get rid of? What did I pick up? I'm about to let you know. If you follow Hardworking Man, you know I'm always up to something. In fact, I'm always up to 100 somethings. And about probably 6 months ago, I bought a grain cleaner and I was gonna turn it into a firewood cleaner. Well, I found something else I wanted more, so I got rid of the grain cleaner slash firewood tumbler project, and let me show you what I got that I think is going to be way more beneficial here in the wood yard. Ever since we picked up the all-wood musclewood horizontal log splitter that just pumps firewood out, we've needed a conveyor. And I've said from the beginning, I am not going to buy an old farm conveyor and try to convert it to a firewood conveyor. A lot of people who have done that have nothing but problems, and I don't have time for problems. But I sort of changed my mind, as you can see. So let me show you what I got. Speaking of new commercial firewood splitters, Dean from outside in Michigan just got a brand new, well, not brand new, new to him, Easton made 916. So if you haven't checked out outside in Michigan, check him out. He does firewood, he does some outdoor work on his property and deer hunting, another Michigan guy. So check out outside in Michigan with Dean and his new log splitter. And let's talk about this conveyor. So why'd I buy it? Because this conveyor came up on Facebook Marketplace for $200, and it seems pretty heavy duty. Now granted, it's just the conveyor. It doesn't have the wheels or the frame or anything, so I'm gonna have to build that. I don't need another project, but I thought for $200, how can I go wrong? It's free, like it does move.
Wow.
Watch.
Look at that.
No, I'm telling you, trust me.
I'm very impressed so far.
Rachel, enough of your negativity. Look at that. I need some gloves. Hold on, it moves a little.
You need some Strikehold, I think.
All right, let's try that again. Like, I mean, it moves. See? There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah. That'll clear
So,
firewood out of there in no time.
so it's free.
When did you try this?
It's moving. It needs some work, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Trust me.
All right, what else do you want to tell us about this thing? How free
Look at that.
it is? Yeah, okay.
It's gonna move. It needs a little lubrication.
Maybe a little less rust.
It's gonna work. So this is about a foot wide here on the bottom. It's got one chain and it's got these paddles with the rubber on them. I think it'll work okay. As you can see with the raccoon turds there, it's been sitting in this guy's barn for a while. He bought it for a project that he never did. As I showed you, it does move. It needs some work. One of my biggest concerns with this type of conveyor is this chain breaking. And as you saw, it's fairly rusty. I'm going to have to get a tool to take this off, and I'm going to soak it in oil, I think, to free it up, clean this all up, and get it moving better than it was. Let me show you the motor that came with it, and I need your opinion. Do I stick with that, or do I go gas? When they say they don't build stuff like they used to, this is what they're talking about. This is a 1/2 horsepower electric motor. Today you buy a 1/2 horsepower electric motor and it's this big and it lasts 6 months unless you spend a ton of money. This thing is a monster. It still spins free. Who knows how old it is, but it's definitely old. Right now it was wired for 220. I'm gonna hook it up to 120 and then I can run it either off a generator or maybe a power pack, I don't know. But I need your opinion. Do I stick with this, stay electric, or I have an old pressure washer with a 5 horsepower Honda motor. Do I put that on here and run it off the gas motor? Let me know in the comments, gas or electric, or Do I build a hydraulic power pack and put a hydraulic drive on it? I don't know what's best. I'm thinking gas, but maybe electric. Worst case scenario, I can't lose money on this because it weighs a ton and motors are worth quite a bit in scrap, even if it is junk. So this thing's like 22 feet long, I believe, and this will be the bottom. So this is where I'll have to build a hopper for it to go in. And one thing I liked about it was this bottom tray that keeps, I guess, the bottom of the chain running on it, which is full of debris, which is probably why it's not moving as free as I was hoping it would. But once we get it cleaned up, get the rust knocked off it, I think we'll be all right. I wasn't sure if I needed a special tool to break this chain, but here's a cotter pin and a pin. So I'm going to actually soak this and get this removed, and then I should be able to take this chain off and get it soaking. So I think I just figured out too why I'm having trouble moving it. If you look right there, this is bent and the paddle was hitting it. So Rachel, you can stop laughing. It does move free.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So this is the top of the conveyor. This is where the wood will feed off, and it's chain driven, but also belt driven. And as you can see, this is also broke. So I'm gonna have to get this off and either get it welded up or get a new pulley. If I go with the gas motor, I'll probably need a different size to get the right speed. If I stay electric, I should be able to fix this one and use it. I do have the link for this chain to put it back together, so that's not an issue. I just need to get the other part to, I guess, close it so it doesn't come apart anymore. The way this was or is set up is this is where the electric motor would mount. Clearly, with some big splits, that's going to be an issue. So I'm going to try to either flip that over or build a new mounting bracket depending on what I go with a drive system. So let me know what you guys think. Did I do all right on this? Is it going to work, or is it going to be more work than it's worth? Another question, should I strip this all down, sandblast it, wire wheel it, and paint it, or just get it going like it is and see if it works before I put in all that effort? Rachel mentioned Strikehold earlier. I love this stuff. We'll put a link in the description for it, and if you use our code, you get free shipping. Trust me, it's worth buying. This is probably the best lubricant in a bottle I've ever bought. So I'm gonna spray this pin so we can get it apart. Then I'll get this track soaking in oil, and we're gonna bring you guys along as we build this conveyor. Rachel doesn't think I'm gonna do it. She thinks it was a waste of money. I don't think so, but I also am the king of projects that I never finish. So hopefully I get this one done. Hopefully I get it up and running, and it's a huge asset to the wood yard. Thanks for watching Hardworking Man, guys, and have a great day.